Today I bring you a review of Tender as the Night by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I've got this in the lovely, I don't know what they're called, the lovely posh editions. They do them, all of F. Scott Fitzgerald's books like this. I've got this and The Beautiful and the Damned, and I'm going to get The Great Gatsby in this edition, even though I've got a copy because I want them all to match. Anyway, this was very much a case of F. Scott Fitzgerald does it again. I love his writing. I wasn't sure about this because these books don't have a synopsis on the flaps or anything. It's literally just blank. And I didn't really look it up. I mean, F. Scott Fitzgerald's books generally follow a kind of similar type of people. He's very much about high society and sort of he mocks his characters. That's something that flows throughout all his books. It's almost a mockery of society. And his characters are often quite ridiculous. I wasn't sure about this for the first section. We follow a girl called Rosemary who has gone, she's an actress, she's sort of, I think she's like 17 or something like that, and she's with her mum and they've gone to France. And she ends up meeting a group of people there who, at first, there's a lot of characters who are sort of indistinguishable. It was getting a bit confusing. I didn't know who was who. I knew obviously the main characters, but actually as the book goes on you realise that that's very much, I think, intentional, that it was part of the mockery that all these people are indistinguishable. They're just names and they're all the same, and, you know, that's their way they are, and don't worry about not quite following who's who, because those characters aren't important. The ones that are important are distinguishable, but all the others are kind of just a blur of names, which I really actually liked that touch when I got further onto the book. This book really came to life for me in part 2, when actually what I thought was going to happen, which is that Rosemary ends up having an affair with a married man out of this group that she meets, who we see very much from Rosemary's perspective in the first section, and it's Dick and Nicole are the married couple, and they seem like this perfect married couple from the outside, and she sort of comes along thinking there's no chance that he's going to notice her because they're so in love, and then they do end up having an affair. And in the second section we leave Rosemary behind and we follow Dick and Nicole and we follow their history, and it turns out that their relationship predictably is not as happy as it seems from the outside, and I thought it was really interesting that we had a perspective of what it looks like from the outside and then we went into it, and from then on really we mainly follow Dick and his adventures and his sort of fall from grace, I suppose, and it's just excellent. The writing is just spot on for me. I just love F. Scott Fitzgerald's writing. He can't go wrong. I was really glad because I was worried in the first section that I wasn't going to love this as much. It wasn't gripping me, but actually that was completely intentional and I can completely see why he did that, and it's just another such a great piece of writing from him. I would definitely recommend this. It's probably not my favourite. Of course, The Great Gatsby probably has to be a favourite, but then I read that before I really knew F. Scott Fitzgerald, so I think I would like to go back and read it, and I might not love it as much. I mean, The Beautiful and the Damned, again, a spectacular book. As I say, they all follow the same sort of idea and the same sort of upper echelon of society, but they're all different in their own ways, and I really, really loved this, and I would recommend it to anybody who likes writing, really. I mean, you know, no. I would recommend it to anybody who likes F. Scott Fitzgerald, definitely. And I think it's just such an accessible and lovable book, and I honestly can't see anybody not enjoying F. Scott Fitzgerald's writing. It's not the easiest to read, like, he's quite rich with description and things like that, but it works because he does it so beautifully. And yes, just read F. Scott Fitzgerald if you haven't, and if you have and you haven't read this, then definitely read this because it's great. He's great. Bye.